Hello, happy Friday, patrons. I just threw on this shawl and I realized that I'm really warm. I was like, oh, I need a shawl on, but this one is way too warm. It's really pretty though. I'm just loving this color pink right now, which is the color of my nails, if you can see. Oh, wish I could wear it. Happy Friday! I hope everybody's having, I'm just going to put that over there. I hope everybody's having a really good week. I'm excited for the weekend. It has been such a busy week. I feel like, where has April gone? Right? Does anybody else feel that way? I have no idea. Hi, Amber. Welcome in. Love the pinks. I know, me too. I can't get enough of the pink. I have been working on a pink project all week, and I cannot wait. I think I'm going to bind it off today, which I'm so excited about. And I'll share it with you. And it matches my nails. Everything. I always have to match my nails. I used one of the new Holo Taco off the deep end jelly flakies. I used the What a Catch, so it kind of looks like little shrimpies. I have a ooch of a little chip right there, so I think I might have to redo my nails today, because I am teaching tomorrow. Excuse me, with Vogue Knitting Live virtual. So I always like to make sure my nails look nice. You know how that goes. You know how it goes. So yeah, I've got a lot of secret things to share with you today since it's the members only stream for April, which means that this will not go public on YouTube after a month. So most of the time, well, I feel like this is only the second live stream this month because I was traveling so much, which is fine, but weird. I just feel like April has gone by so fast. I can't even, I just can't, like, where has April gone? So my birthday is April 30th, which is next Wednesday, and I'll be 44 and years young. And yeah, it's funny because I already got all of my birthday presents. I think I showed some of them last week. I got 20 new bottles of nail polish. Like, I think I had like maybe 15 bottles of nail polish before that. So now I have over 30 bottles. I feel like I have options now. And I got my first bottle of indie nail polish, which means that, you know, it's kind of the same idea as indie dyed yarn, where it's just, you know, it's just one person, or they might have, you know, a couple people that work for them. Oh, hi, Colette. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amber. Yay. So yes, I got this bottle of potion polish, and I don't know if you can see, it's like this iridescent shimmer. It's called Violet Ultra. It is so pretty. Hi, Renee. Happy Friday. So anyway, my first bottle of indie nail polish. I'm so excited. So that means it's just like handmade by somebody, like one person in their home, wherever they make it. I just think that's so cool. I actually did some research, like what would it take to make my own nail polish, and it's kind of like dyeing yarn. Like it's not as easy as you think it will be. You know, you need so many ingredients and all this stuff. So I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be my next polish. We shall see. But yeah, I hope everybody's had a really good week and is ready for the weekend. I sure am ready for the weekend, although I will be working this weekend, which I'll be teaching virtually with Vogue Knitting Live. But it's fine. I actually like teaching virtually because I just get to do it in my studio, and it's just for a couple of hours each day. So then I can still be with my family, and yeah, it's really nice. There's a lot of good teachers there this weekend, but I think this is their last virtual event until the fall, which I won't be able to do any of their events in the fall because I have other events going on. I know, right, Renee? This month has flown by. I don't even understand how it is already almost over. I think my traveling a lot this month also made it go by really fast. But even my husband was like, I don't understand how it's almost over. My kids are excited because they're almost done with school. They have like just a little over a month left of school, so that's fun. And then I'll have 2 middle schoolers next year, which is weird, but good. So, yeah, I just, my mind just drew a complete blank. So yeah, I'm spending the day I'm trying to finish up my Paris shawl, which I'll show y'all in a minute. I know, you're so special. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So all of my things I'm going to share with you today are all of my secret things. And the thing I've been working on the most is my Shawl With A View Paris, which you might have seen in the preview. I wanted to show the Eiffel Tower because that was like, that I think was the hardest thing to design in the 2 stitch patterns. I was like, how am I going to do this? But it was really fun. And then, of course, I got to the Moulin Rouge windmill, and that was actually harder. But I'm almost done. I have been just knitting like the wind this week. I've basically been ignoring all of the other things that I should also be doing. Like sending out merch that needs to be sent out. So if you're waiting for exclusive, like your Black Pearl Magic bags, I deeply apologize. I am going to be doing that next week. I know I keep saying that, but I will. My shawl's going to get done because I have to ship it to Paris next week. So I know. I could almost open my own nail salon. I know, right? I just want to see. Oh, that was cool. Sorry, I got distracted. I know you should see some people that I follow on like Instagram and YouTube. You should see their nail polish collection. I follow this one woman who has a YouTube channel. I mean, she probably gets sent a lot of polish like as gifts from different brands, but I think she said she has over like 3,000 bottles of nail polish. I'm like, and you know what though? It's a cheaper hobby than collecting yarn. I will say that because the most expensive bottle of nail polish you can get is like maybe $16 of the brands that I like. I mean, I think you can buy like Hermes has nail polish for like $60, but I'm like, is anybody really buying that? Maybe people want some Hermes nail polish, you know, because if you like Hermes. So anyway, I've been trying to knit this Paris shawl so that it's done and I can finish the knitting, because once the knitting is done, I can prepare it to ship to Paris next week. and I can spend time writing up the pattern. So I'm hoping to get a testing call out for this. The turnaround is going to be pretty quick, so I understand if people don't want to test it. But I'm hoping to get a testing call on Sunday or Monday out. So yeah, I've just got to work through the weekend. It's fine. It's good. I hope the chat isn't... I feel like, is the chat working? Sometimes I worry that the chat's not working because it's not working on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, Colette, you were at the salon for your mani-pedi this morning? Ooh, how fancy. How fancy. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. What colors did you get, Colette? Yeah, we've just been chatting about mostly like nail polish, Lily. Because I'm so obsessed with nail polish. There's a new nail salon that opened down the street. It hasn't opened yet, but my kids are like, Mom, we should get you a gift certificate. I'm like, oh, y'all are so sweet. I'd rather have nail polish. I'd rather do it myself. That's funny. I mean, I love having somebody else do it for me though, for real. Yeah, I got my first indie nail polish, which I'm really excited about. The formula looks really nice. Yeah, so here's the indie polish I got by Potion Polish. It's like this violet red, like iridescent shimmer. Oh, pink for spring. Yeah, you can't do your toes. That's fine. Yeah, I totally get that. Sometimes getting a pedicure, it's like, it just kind of cleans up your feet for the summer, right? Like it makes your feet look so beautiful. And it's like, it's just a treat. I love pink for the spring. That's perfect. I did pink too. So yes, I'm almost finished with, I know, isn't it so cute? I love this brand. I can't wait to try it. I can't remember where they're from. I have to look up their website again. So yes, I'm almost done with my Shawl With A View Paris. I want to show you. It is so long. I've been using it in my Oh Wow Amsterdam bag from Lamb & Kid, which I love this motif. I just love pink and orange together. I really do. You don't see it very often. So yeah, this is gigantic. I am almost, I mean, I still have quite a bit of yarn left, but I'm almost done. So it's still on my needles. Put this back in the... So if you haven't seen this yet, since I've only been showing it on members only streams, this is the special 10th anniversary color for La Bien Aimée, and it's called J'ai 10 ans, which means I am 10 years old in French. I just love like the little speckles right there. And I'm obsessed with this color because it reminds me of an old colorway that they had called Pandemonium, which they don't dye anymore. I don't know why they discontinued it. Oh, Lily, you have dancer feet. Oh, I hear you. Well, especially if you live in a place where you like might not wear sandals all the time. Right? Yeah, that's true on the yarn versus nail polish. Oh, hi, Lexi. Yeah, the speckles are and they're very like few and far between. So I'll show you on the actual shawl. Let me show you in the right way. So this shawl is a lot different from my Baltimore shawl because Most of the buildings are very low. So here's the beginning. These are like the Haussmannian, I think that's how you say it, houses. And then there's the obelisk. I don't remember the name of these things. They gave me a list, so I'm going to have them in the pattern. There's a lot of buildings I didn't know the name. And then the Arc de Triomphe. And then, of course, the Eiffel Tower. It's a little off-center. And then I think that's Sacré-Cœur next to that. And then there's the little windmill. I had so much fun with Moulin Rouge. That was a lot of fun. And then I don't know what this one is. I meant to look it up. They gave me the name of this building. And then there is the bridge, Pont Neuf. And then the Notre Dame Cathedral, which is not from the front. It's actually the view from the side of the cathedral. So they really wanted to have the Notre Dame on there since it was just recently refurbished. Oh, thank you, Lily. Yeah, Renee. Yeah. Mani-pedis feel so good. They just feel so good. I used to do it all the time in New York when I lived there because it was so inexpensive. I could get a mani-pedi for like $20. It probably is not that cheap anymore. But I want to find a spot like here. You can see the speckles a little bit. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Of the main yarn. And then the contrast color, or Paris at Night, is their Sari color, Sari. It's a little harder to see. It's more like an illusion on the back. But yeah, I thought it was interesting compared to my Baltimore shawl because that one had more of a much taller skyline. Like there were, taller buildings, not just like short buildings and then one really tall one. Oh yeah, I hear you, Renee. Yeah. I think that's awesome. I think if I would totally go to the salon every few weeks. That sounds amazing. Okay, sorry, I'm a little overheated today. I feel like the air conditioning is just not turning on. Do you ever have days like that where you're like, why does it feel so warm? It's finally getting to be a little hot down here in South Texas. It's not 90s yet, but it's definitely high 80s. So yeah, there's my Paris shawl. I'm so excited. I asked them yesterday, I'm like, when can I start showing sneak peeks? Because I've only shown my Patreon community right now. And I haven't heard back from them. Hopefully they're not mad that I showed y'all, but oh well. I know y'all aren't going to tell my secret. So yes, I'm so excited to have that one done. I feel like traveling always delays my actual knitting time because when I travel I don't knit very much, like when I'm teaching, and the shawl was too big to bring on the plane. I was like that person who was like, sorry, my shawl is like in your space. So yeah, that is what I've been working on, hopefully done today. Writing up the pattern over the weekend and sending to my tech editor. So hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully I'll have a testing call for that early next week, which I know, like I said, it'll be kind of a quick turnaround, but hopefully it will be good. Yes, so next on my needles, I need to work on a new brioche hat pattern for Ply Magazine. And I've showed this before, but just in case you weren't at the previous members only stream, here is the yarn for the Ply Magazine, which was hand spun by somebody else. I love this one's got like some sparkles in there. Do you see the little sparkle twinkles? And then this one's, I don't think this has sparkles in it. But yeah, this one is going to be so pretty. I love this color. So this is the hat that I can also, I'm going to knit a version using non-hand spun. And that was what I got. Maybe if you saw these last week, that's what I got these two skeins of yarn for by Salty Blonde. So this will be like the non-hand spun version of the hat. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'm doing a shawl pattern with Miss Babs for one of their clubs. And I'm so excited about it. They did some custom colors. And so this is going to be for their shawl. I am so excited. I love these. These are not colors that I normally would gravitate towards. I'm going to use the Yummy 2-ply. They also sent me their Estrelita, which has some sparkles in it. But I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm not sure yet. What do you think? Sparkle or no sparkle? Like my gut is like no sparkle, but I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be a fun 2-color brioche shawl. And I'm thinking it's going to be a crescent shape, kind of like my Rebel shawl, very similar shaping to that, and similar kind of design motifs, but like something totally different, but kind of along the same lines, if you know what I mean, like where the design kind of trickles. It starts small and then it gets more often. Just want to make sure that the chat is okay. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm so excited. Those are both due in June, but won't be released. I don't think Ply Magazine will be published. I'm not sure when it's going to be published. I have to look at my contract, but the Miss Babs will be published in one of their clubs in August. So look out for that. Yeah. I want to make sure I got everything. Those are my exciting things that I'm like, I need to get this done so I can do this and then I can do this. And yeah, so that'll be good. Oh, thank you, Renee. The Paris shawl. I know. Thank you. I'm so excited about it. I didn't think Paris was going to be my next one. I'm thinking that, New York might be my next one. My next shawl with a view. But I have to figure out which yarn I want to work with, because I want to work with yarn that is hand dyed in New York. I'm thinking about 5 Borough yarns. Have any of you used her yarns before? Let me see if I can find her website so I can share it with you. She just came out. Doesn't have anything on her website right now. There's no shop. That's a bummer. But her yarns, like she has a lot of New York themed yarns, but nothing for sale on her website right now, which I'm surprised because I thought she was just having a release. But you can find her on Instagram too. Let me see her Instagram. Nope, that's Shopify's Instagram. That's not helpful. That is not helpful at all. Well, anyway, I was going to try and be helpful and like put it in the chat, her website, but there's nothing there. And that's okay. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. What is everybody else working on? Um, yeah, any fun plans this weekend? I'm mostly just teaching with Vogue Knitting Live and writing up my pattern for the Paris shawl because I always just knit straight from the charts and then I have to convert it to written instructions. But it should be pretty simple because it's just, it's just like garter stitch and brioche. Oh, thanks, Renee. Are you talking about I feel like the chat is a little bit delayed. Are you talking about the handspun or the Miss Babs? The Miss Babs, this is going to be such a striking brioche combo. I just can't wait. I think Babs herself actually dyed them. Oh, so Renee, you say no sparkle. Okay, I agree. I think I'm going to do the Yummy 2-ply. Because I think it's because of the way the sparkle, how it looks on the darker yarn. It just, I don't know what it is about it. I don't love it. I think it's just a little too obvious. Right? Oh, yes, Renee, me too. I love crescent-shaped shawls. I feel like I haven't designed a crescent shawl in forever. Like forever. I was thinking about like kind of a witchy batwing. I don't know if it's a batwing shawl where it almost looks like half of a hexagon. Kind of like my radiant shawl. I was thinking about doing that and then I thought, I gotta do a crescent. But yeah, I'm not in love with the way the sparkles look on the dark. I don't mind it on the light because it's really subtle. Yeah, you like the sparkles on a lighter colored yarn too, Lily. But like the sparkles for this, I feel like are really subtle for the hand spun. Right? Like you can only really see them if I kind of move it around and then it has a little sparkle. Yeah, Colette, the sparkle makes it for dressy occasions. Yeah, this is the glamour version. What's the name of the dark colorway? Well, I don't think they have a name yet because these were custom colors they did for this adventure club. So it just says dark test number 2. They weren't sure if I was going to like them. So they sent them to me and I was like, yes, please. Right? Yeah, the hand spun does look better. Like it's not, I don't know what it is about this. It's like it's too, I don't know. Maybe it's the way that the yarn is spun together. Lurex? I think that's the sparkle that's in it. So yeah, I'm excited to get started on that. I got to get that charted up. I got to get the hat done first though. And that'll be a nice palette cleanser after the Paris shawl. I feel like the Paris shawl has taken forever. Do you ever feel that way about a project? You're like, why won't this end? I mean, I've enjoyed working on it, but I think sometimes when I have a deadline, I'm just like, am I going to get this done? Sorry for screaming. Like, am I going to get this done? But no, it's good. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. So yes, I'm going to be having my big birthday sale starting next week on my birthday. And I'm going to be offering my highest discounts ever for Patreon and newsletter and the public. They'll all be different discounts. And obviously Patreon will get the highest. So yes, I'm excited about that. And then May the 4th, which is like a week from Sunday already, I will be releasing my next Star Wars shawl, which is my Spectre 5 shawl, which is here. And you might have seen that I posted about Valkyrie Fibers has her kits already on her website for pre-order. So she has 3 different colorways available, including this one, which is like the purple to gray gradient. Oh, Renee, you're visiting your eldest and her kids, and oh, that sounds fun. Oh, thank you, Colette. Oh, Chicago. Yes. I will definitely do Chicago. There's actually a dyer that I think I have her card on my desk somewhere. There's a dyer that I met in New York who is out of Chicago that I want to use. Miss Babs. Wait, what were you saying about Miss Babs, Renee? I'm sorry. But yes, I believe Lauren said she's already sold like a dozen kits, which is amazing, for Spectre 5. So yeah, definitely if you want to get your hands on the yarn that I used, I would grab it now. I think she's going to limit however many kits she's going to make. Wait, your daughter-in-law is from Colleen too? Colette, that is so random. That's so fun. Lily ran and got Lauren's colorways. Yes. Oh, you couldn't choose? Oh my gosh, you got 2 different kits? Oh, that's perfect. I know, I love the orange to purple one too. Oh, Renee, that's an interesting idea. They actually said I could mix the bases. So I could do the light color with the Estrelita and the dark color with the Yummy 2-ply. I gotta look back at our correspondences. They might be okay with that. Yeah, that might be interesting. I like mixing bases. I mean, it's really, they're quite similar to each other. They're both 400 yards, 365 meters. They feel really similar. Yeah, that would be fun. Good idea, Renee. I'm going to try that. Yeah, because the sparkles are definitely more subtle on the light one. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to try that. I have both. Why not try it? That's so cool that you're going to make one for your brother, Lily. He loves Sabine too. And the orange to purple color was based on her hair from Ahsoka, like at the very beginning, when she has like really long hair. And then she cuts it and it's just purple. But at the beginning, it's like pink to orange to purplish color. It's so pretty. I cannot wait for Ahsoka season 2. I have been following Star Wars Celebration. They just had it last weekend in Japan. And so I've just been like following all of their announcements. It's so fun. Yeah, thanks for your recommendation on that. I think I'm going to try that. Because the speckles in this yarn are like a little more fun. Not that they're not fun in this one, but it feels like they're more like less often in this one. I think it'll be pretty. It's a really good idea. Oh, he's a Star Wars fan in your family? That's so fun. That's really fun. Yeah, that's basically me and my family too. My parents and my brother like do not understand my love of Star Wars. But you know, at least I married somebody who does. My husband is a bigger Star Wars fan than I am. Yeah. Well, cool. Oh, you made in the Ahsoka shawl? Oh, in the Darth Maul colors? Yes. That was so good. Like, she even got some horns, like, to model it. She had some horns on her head, like Darth Maul. They're coming out with a new show for him, I think. I think it's a show, or is it a movie? I don't know. Oh, you were reminding me. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Renee. You were reminding me what I was talking about. I'm so bad. I'm like, what was I talking about? I got distracted. Yeah, so you might have noticed they've been doing these, Miss Babs has been doing these, like, my favorite place, like these adventure clubs. I think Lisa Ross just released one, based on Barcelona, I think. That looked really pretty. So this is my, kind of interpretation of that adventure club. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be really fun. I think I finally have an idea. I made a little sketch. Let me show you my sketch. It's on my phone, so please excuse me. This is not, it was like, I had the idea this sketch is so horrible. I had the idea in like right before bed, and I had nothing to draw on except for my phone. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Well, here's a side view of it. So you kind of get an idea. It's like, it's kind of not exactly my zigzag scribble shawl, but kind of like my cobalt tone hat, a little bit. I don't know if you get the idea. This is sideways. This is my little sketch so that I wouldn't forget what I did. It's like, ah. Oh, Darth Maul's your brother's favorite character? Yes. Okay, it is an animated series. I wasn't sure because I knew Sam Witwer was a part of it. Obviously, he does Maul's voice, but he can't act as Darth Maul like Ray Park can, but because Ray Park has the martial arts background. But his voice is really high. Have you ever heard him talk? He's like, "Hi, everybody." Doesn't have that Darth Maul voice. Yes, good idea, Renee. I think I'll wind up all three skeins and like the glitter and the non-glitter and see what I like. I think I'll like the glitter though. But yes, it is definitely worth seeing what they'll look like together in the brioche. Sparkly brioche, like that just sounds just fun. You know, most people like sparkly yarn, right? And they could offer some kits with non-sparkle yarn if people are like, I don't want this sparkle. I don't know if that's how people will sound. Sorry, excuse me. I am ready for the week. I'm like, I have to work all weekend. I'm like, ready for the weekend, except I have to work. It's all good. It's good. I don't really have anything else to share. There are so many projects that I want to cast on right now. Like I want to cast on besides the stuff I've already told you about. Oh, the non-sparkle is a little more sedate. Yeah, that's true. The sparkle, I feel like would add like a little extra something. A little extra something something. But yeah, I just pulled these out of, I think it got unwound a little bit. I just pulled these out of my shelf because I have a hat design I want to do that would be like basically a swatch for a sweater. So using Emma's yarn, this is their Make Dat Monet color. Look at that. It's got like green and pink in there. And then Spin Cycle Nostalgia. It's like the purple. So it'd be like a little bit of two-color brioche, and then this would come in for the two-color brioche. But then most of the hat would be in this. Yes, Lexi, you feel the same way? Yeah. Oh, you're up to your eyes in gift making? Well, that's really nice. But then there's like a million other things you want to be doing. Yeah, that's me too. I'm like, I have so many works in progress that I'm like, will I ever get back to that? I'm like, maybe I should make the summer after I finish my deadlines. Maybe I should make the summer like work on my whips and finish them up. But then I always think, oh, I'm going to have so much time to knit in the summer. And then I don't because my kids are home. Oh, what's on the mannequin? This is my Spectre 5 shawl. This is my next Star Wars shawl, which is going to release on May the 4th. Yeah, you feel that with all the whips. Yeah, need to knit them all down. I know, it's like I just need to like get them all out, look at all the whips, and just figure out, okay, how much work is left on each of these and how can I finish them? So here's my Spectre 5 shawl, in case you haven't seen it. It is gigantic. So this is my next Star Wars shawl coming out May the 4th. Yeah, it's huge. It's gigantic. So it's knit in 2 pieces, and then you join it in the middle and work it in the round to join them together. I know there are so many things coming out all the time. For me, it's like, I have 2 different work in progress categories. One are projects that I'm just making for myself, and 2 are designs. I'm not helping to your list, Lexi. Yeah, I know. Well, and so I have that hat and sweater, and then I want to make a Sizzle Pop cardigan, and I want to make a Sizzle Pop top, like just a really nice kind of summery top. And like, I just want to cast them on right now, but I can't. I have to wait. And then there's the languishing whips, which I just, I'm like, I should finish those. Yes. So yeah, here's my next. I'm so excited about my Sabine shawl. She is gigantic. Yeah, so it's a combination of 2-color brioche and this Japanese lace that's really simple. Like, I took the original Japanese lace stitch pattern that I found, had cables in it, and I just omitted the cables and kind of just made it just like simple lace. Oh, Renee, yeah, you think having it like one skein with sparkle and one skein without sparkle will be cool? Okay. I think so too. I think it's going to add a little something that'll be really interesting. Oh, that's a good idea, Colette. Start using the dice roll to pick a whip. So like, how do you figure out which number is which? Like, do you line them all up and then give them a number, like 1 through however many? Like for me, it'd be like 1 through 20. I have so many works in progress. And some of them, I need to like rip them out. Not the whole thing, but like rip out parts of them. And I think that's another reason why I just haven't gotten back to them, because I know I have to rip a lot of it out. Oh, Lexi, you agree? So having one with sparkles and one without sparkles will help to balance it? I think so too. Lily, you need a D100 for your whips. Just make like a graph. Like make like a, like a 10 by 10 and then have all your whips. And so then you pick a letter for this one, or a number for this one, and a number for this one. And then you pick the one. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like a, what do you call that? Not like a chart. Like a graph. It's not a graph. What's it called? A grid. That's it. It's a grid. So make a grid. If you have 100 whips, do like one in each. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think I'd need more than a D20 for myself. Do they make a D100? That would have to be like this big. Yeah, I really like that idea, Colette. Right, so you label each whip with a number and then use a 20-sided die. That's such a great idea. Yes, right. Yeah, like Battleship. Exactly, Lexi. Right, like A3. Then you like have this grid. So if you have more than, 10 or 20 whips, you could just have a grid. I don't really have space in my house to create a grid of whips. So maybe Colette's version of like just get a little Post-it note and put a number on it. That's a really cool idea. That reminds me of Stephanie Pearl McPhee. I don't know if you follow her. I can't remember what her Instagram name is. But she, every year, she gets 12 balls of yarn, or like 12 skeins of yarn, and 12 sock patterns, and she puts them in these brown paper bags, and then every month she just picks one. So it's like a little mystery. She doesn't know what sock she's going to make, like what yarn she's going to use. I'm like, that is such a cute idea. So it's almost like a little mystery. Oh, there's a couple podcasters doing this. Everybody's trying to get through their whips. That's a great idea. I love it. Right, yeah. Mine, I have two different categories. I don't have a lot of whips that are not designs. I will be honest. Yeah. I always feel like I should knit myself more socks in the summertime so that I actually have socks to wear in the winter, because all of my socks have holes in them. And I don't know how to darn. So I could also learn how to darn. Right. Yeah. Different whips, fewer number of squares. Exactly. Like it's a blanket and a pair of socks. 1. Yeah. Right. Blanket 5 and a pair of socks 1. Well, no, it would be like a grid and you pick like a number. So it'd be like a number on this side and a number at the top. And then you find which whip is at that intersection. Oh, Love and Stitches had a spring cleaning. That's a great idea. Yeah, clearing off your hooks and needles. See, the problem is most of my whips aren't on needles anymore because I had to take them off for other projects. Oh, it's so bad. But yes, I have to put them back on my needles. Oh, okay. So then you don't necessarily have to finish it, Colette. You just work on it for a week and then you can put it down and then work on another one the next week. That's kind of cool. I like that because, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, like the reason I have so many whips is because I just get really distracted. Or it's like I had some downtime between deadlines, but then I had to like put it down for an actual deadline. They're in theory whips because they're not actually on needles anymore. They're just on waste yarn. So technically not on my needles anymore. No, they still need to be finished. Right. Yeah, Lily. So just one square. Right. But whip battleship with multiple squares. That would be really funny. whip battleship. Somebody's got to do that. Would that be something fun to do? I don't know how to like organize something like that. Because that seems like it would be a lot of work. I mean, you wouldn't have to technically draw the squares on the floor or table if they can all fit on a table. I actually kind of want to get all of my whips out and figure out how many I have, because I actually don't know how many I have. And this includes like other people's designs. Oh yeah, it's giving off ADHD vibes. I know, right? I don't know if I ever do. I've never been diagnosed. But I think it's like I have to have a lot of different things going on, because I'm sometimes just in the mood for different things. Whip bingo. Yeah, whip parade. Yeah. I don't know if I have ADHD, but I wouldn't be surprised, because I do get very easily distracted. Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody do that? Like whip bingo? That's exactly what it is, Colette. A3. Or there's no A in bingo. I don't know how to spell, apparently. B2. And then you go and pick your thing. And yeah, that's funny. Oh, I love it. I just don't know how to organize something like that. But yeah, maybe I'll get all my whips and I'll put them in a grid. And if I have time this summer, I'll start working on them. Because it feels good. There is one whip that I have that I don't know if anybody would ever make it, because I got really tired of it. Oh, you identify with the ADHD too? You were recently diagnosed. Yeah, with your mountain of whips. Right. I wonder, yeah, there's got to be a correlation between that. You know, getting to a point in a project where you're like, okay, I'm bored. Next. Oh, well, and for me, it's like, oh, I can't work on this anymore because this isn't a collaboration. Oh, and you're more of a process knitter, Colette. Yeah, so it's like, you don't have to finish it. It's fun to do it. Group A is stuff for you. Group B is patterns for you. Group C is collabs. Yeah. That's a good idea. Well, I meant like organize it like if I were doing it with a bunch of people. That's what I more meant. Like if I was doing it for myself, yeah, that would be a good way to organize it. But I meant like how Natalie did it with the Love and Stitches group. Was it just kind of like, let's do this? Because I feel like my knit-alongs, like, I'm not very good at running knit-alongs. It's like I've got to work with somebody who knows what they're doing. I feel like I'm really bad. I'm really bad with knit-alongs. Right, yeah. It's just something shiny appeared and you're like, squirrel. Yeah, that makes sense, Lily. And that's what it is for me too. Like when I get an idea for a new design, I'm like, I want to cast it on immediately, or go yarn shopping, or, you know, stash diving or something like that. Sometimes I'll just write it down and I'll look in my stash, and sometimes that will be enough to be like, okay, I can put this away for later. And, you know, just put it on a list. You need to evaluate which whips are still interesting to you. That's a great idea too, Renee. Exactly. Be like, okay, there's got to be a reason I put this down. You know, maybe the yarn didn't really work with the pattern or something. Right, maybe there's a reason you lost interest. Oh, Lexi, so she's done 30 minutes of knitting each day. So you pick a project and work on it for a bit. Oh, and Crazy Sock Lady has done that too. Okay. That's a good idea. I mean, that doesn't seem like too much. Kind of low expectations. You know, just that's what I always say too. Like, even if you knit a couple stitches every day, like, you're still getting some stuff done on that project, right? Yeah, I really have been thinking about all the works in progress, but then I think about all of the new things I want to make. I'm like, oh. And yeah, it's especially hard when I already have the yarn too. So I'm like, okay, this is set aside for this. This is set aside for this. And then it's like I just need to stop getting collaborations and just work on all of my ideas that I have for years. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because I have fun with collaborations. You know, it's fun. Well, this has been so fun to chat about. I love the idea of the numbers. So then it feels like a surprise. You know, like, oh, I don't have to. But then what if I feel like I don't want to work on it? Do you ever get that? You're like, oh, this was the one I picked. Oh, Lexi, have a cardi, but put it down because the yarn smells funny. That's weird. What does it smell like? There is a pair of socks waiting to be made for your daughter because you knit about 5. Oh. Oh, no. You did about 5 inches and then it wouldn't go over her foot. Oh, that's the worst. That's when I get really frustrated with a project. Like, that happened to me. I was knitting a pair of socks, and for some reason, between the first sock and the second sock, I switched sizes. And so one sock fits my foot perfectly, and the other one is huge. It's like, oh, it smells like malt whiskey? That's not a very good smell. My husband might disagree with me on that one. He loves the smell of malt whiskey. But I am not a huge Scotch fan. But that's weird. Like, why does the yarn smell like that? Yarn should smell good, right? Or like nothing. I'm smelling the yarn now. Oh, that's really funny. Wow, has it already almost been an hour? Woohoo! This has been so fun. I'm excited to get my whips out and look at them. Thank you for inspiring me to do that. Yeah, that's true, Colette. If you really don't want to work on it, maybe it's just time to be like, nope. I feel like, yeah, cleaning out the whips. Exactly, right. Well, and 2 of my whips, it might be more than 2, I don't know, I need to look, are just knitting new samples of design stuff I've already designed. Because one of them lives at the shop in London, Loop London, which is who I designed it for. And so I like want to have a sample of it for myself. But that gets pushed so low on the list that it's like, I really want to work on it because it's fun, and I'm doing like a stash buster version of it. It's my Orient shawl. Yeah, you don't know why it smells that way? Oh, maybe your husband spilled some? Yeah, just power through. Does it make your hands smell too? Because that would not be fun. Yeah, does it spark joy? If this was finished, would I be bothered by it? Yeah, those are good questions to ask, for sure. And I think it's just like, it's the, like I was saying, the samples of patterns I've already designed. like most of them are new designs that I really want to finish and publish. But they're just my own ideas. And a lot of times those that are just not collaboration, but just my own design ideas that I just went stash busting for, they get pushed like really low on the totem pole. So, but I need to finish them because a lot of them are really fun. But yeah, so you think your husband like spilled some malt whiskey on it and he's like, "Oh, shoot. I spilled some whiskey on this." Oh, but is it like the whole ball of yarn? Like the whole cake smells like that? That's unfortunate. You probably can't wash the yarn. That would make it weird. Well, y'all, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Oh, it's an acrylic yarn. Yeah, I feel like acrylic yarn can sometimes smell kind of funky. You can't really blame him. You're like, dude, my yarn smells like whiskey. What happened? Why did you spill? I actually had somebody accidentally spill coffee on a sample once in one of my classes. I was like, but it was fine. It came out. I'm excited. I feel like I need a break from my knitting right now. I don't like to say that. I love knitting, but sometimes when I've been knitting for like 10 to 12 hours a day, I'm like, I need a break. Yeah, exactly, Renee. Right, like, so the one design that I should find it and maybe I'll show next week. Maybe I'll show all my whips. That would be fun. One of them, okay, so I was inspired, it was several years ago, during a Winter Olympics. So we were at our old house. It was a long time ago. And there was somebody was wearing a hat that I was like, oh my gosh, I had this idea for a double two-color brioche. So two-color double brioche hat. Like a super, super long one. So you could like fold it up and it would be super warm, but with marling the yarns. And what I should have done is I should have wound up the yarns together so that, because I'm telling you, yarn management for this project is insane. And that's why I had to stop because the yarns were getting all tangled up together. So maybe what I need to do is just untangle the yarns and then for the marling, like wind up a little bit of them together because I'm almost done with it. But then I'm like, is anybody going to make this a two-color double brioche hat with marled yarn? It looks really cool though, I will say. I will say. Anywho, yeah, I think next week I'm going to make a note about that. Next week I'm going to do a little whip show and tell. And if you're in the 3-color brioche tier, I'm doing a crafternoon on Tuesday at noon Central Time. So Tuesday, April 29th. It was supposed to be this past week, but my son got really sick. And so I had to take care of him, so I couldn't really like do a crafternoon. So that would be fun to do a whip show and tell if people want to bring all their whips. That would be really fun. So maybe I'll say that in the post with the Zoom info. Like if you can come and you want to bring all your whip show and tells, that would be fun. And then we can be like, yeah, keep working on it. Or no, that is not good. I don't know. Why would we judge everybody? Oh, that sounds fun though, Lexi. You're off to a concert in Liverpool. So fun. Well, so I'm hoping that starting in May, I'm hoping to do 2 a month. Yeah, you can put it in Discord or the Patreon chat. That sounds great. Yeah, maybe I'll put it in like a Discord. Maybe I'll start a new thread on Discord and Patreon of like whip show and tell. That'd be fun. Cool. Once a month whip check-in. Yes, share what we finished and made progress with or what we frogged. That's a great idea. So we could do like whip show and tell and then once a month check in. I love that. That'd be so fun. And then if you can go to the crafternoon or craft night, then you could show it there too if you're at that tier. But and then otherwise everybody could share in the Discord or the Patreon chat. That's a great idea. I'll start a new thread. That sounds really fun. And if you make the grid, I want to see it. The whip battleship. Maybe that's what I should call the thread on Discord is whip battleship. Oh, I love that. Well, cool. I will start that this afternoon. And then, yeah, starting in May, I think I'm going to do 2 craft times. I think I'll do 1 crafternoon and then 1 craft night. So then there's more options. Because I think our kids' schedules are going to slow down a little bit. Maybe in June. So I might do 2 crafternoons in May. And then do craft nights starting again in June because, man, I'm telling you, we've got something going on every night of the week. It is insane. And it's just going to get worse. Well, okay, I am going to head out for the day. But thank you so much for joining me today, Amber, Colette, Renee, Lily, and Lexi. I think that's everybody. This was such a fun chat time. I've really gotten inspired to pick up my whips again. And at least just look at them, you know. Pull them all out. See what's going on, how many there are. But I hope everybody has a really good weekend. And yes, have a great week. I will see you next week. Look for my birthday sale starting on April 30th, Wednesday. And look on Thursday, May 1st for the beginning of the month announcement. My Spectre 5 shawl will be the free shawl for 2-color brioche patrons and above. And yeah, I'll see you next week for another episode of Graffiti Doodles. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting with me. I had so much fun today. And yeah, have a great weekend. Love you all so much. Bye.